Welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we are going to talking about the counter label in Python. As you can see here, I just import the library of Tkinter as the Tk. Here I just simply define counter which is equal to 0, create a variable right here. Now I just create a method right here which is counter underscore label, which is the parameter of label right here. Now I just write counter which is equal to 0 and then create one another function which is the count function right here. So this is the nested function inside one another function, and here I just write global counter. Here I just simply create a global variable which is the name of counter. So counter plus which is equal to 1. Here I just concatenate this variable counter, and now I just write label dot config. Now I just write text which is equal to a string variable and passing the string which is counter right here. Label dot after which is 100 and count. So count up to 100 right here. Now I just simply pass or simply call this count right here function. Creating the root screen, so Tk and Tk, and then here I write root dot title which is counter label. Now label which is equal to Tk dot label. So here I just create a label, then root which is fg is equal to, I just write here this is blue. Fg means to the color of this label is blue. Now label dot pack. I am writing this code with the that indexed or that syntax to better understand you that how we just write a syntax with the different types. Now label counter label which is the parameter of label, and then here is write button which is equal to tk dot button. Now root dot printed this button on the root screen, and then here is write text which is equal to end, providing the width which is equal to 40 and command which is equal to root dot destroy. Now button dot pack and add the last root dot main loop. Let's just run this code. Counter label, and our label is working here. So this is mean that this is a counter label. As you can see here, first of all I just create the library and then create a variable of counter right here which is equal to 0. Then create the function to print this counter, which is when we're just adding 200, so plus 1, 201, 202 and 203, and add this counter with the global variable. You can see here label.configure on the string counter, so that means this is simple string, and the label which is after 100, so count continue. Then I just call this function, and which is root is equal to tk.tk, so simply print this screen right here, and root.title which is a counter label. Then label which is equal to tk.label which is printed on the root screen which is blue. And then pack this method, and then I set a counter underscore label and pass the parameter of this label variable. Then create the button to end this statement which is the width of 40. You simply change the width like 30, and like color you just want to change yellow. Runs a counter variable, stop and run again. You can see here this is the yellow button, and here you just see button.pack and root.main loop. This is simply how we just creating the counter labels. If you find any of the problem regarding to this lecture, please let me know, and thanks for watching. this lecture.